Hello and welcome back, everyone tuning in. I am here with the Jupiter in Cancer channeled message for this collective, and I trust that those watching, you are meant to receive something or everything that is in this message. Jupiter is moving into Cancer on June 8th, June 9th, June 9th for those that are in Central European time. And it will be in Cancer for a little more than 1 year. So moving out of Cancer and into Leo next year in July. And to put it quite simply, Jupiter in Cancer is a 1 year opportunity for all of us to realign with the essence of our inner feminine. And this is because the sign of Cancer is ruled by the moon. It is connected to our emotions, our expression, our creativity, our mothers, and our home. Cancer rules, and the moon rules the fourth house in the house system. And this is connected to our homes, like I said, our mothers, especially on our maternal side, so grandmothers, great-grandmothers on our maternal side, our lineage and ancestry, and again, as well as our inner feminine, our hearts, even you can say. So during this 1 year opportunity of realigning with the essence of femininity for ourselves, and perhaps we will notice this especially in our immediate environments, in our friendships, work environments even, and with our families, with our mothers or mother figures in our lives. But this is especially influencing, impacting for the next year, women especially, because Cancer, as I said, is directly connected to the moon, the feminine. Our reproductive organs are ruled by Cancer, and therefore the moon. And so this is influencing a great shift, a greater awareness and expansion of our awareness as women as it pertains to our reproductive health, fertility or infertility, becoming a mother, again, connection with our own mothers, and how we even have been mothering, you can say mothering, or nourishing, attending to ourselves, our own emotions, and the cycle of them, and our acknowledgement of all of these emotions, including our anger, not just the sadness or joy or happiness, but this complete cycle of our inner emotions, and how we have been attending to them for ourselves, and that this is directly connected to our capacity to or our willingness to connect with others on an emotional level, be it other women or especially men, the masculine, okay? and how open our hearts are to connecting with ourselves. Like I said, is this direct reflection of our capacity and ability to connect with other women and the masculine, to men. Our trust that we have in vulnerably expressing, relating to, or even holding, space for other women or men to be vulnerable with us. Okay. So these are particularly the highlights that, like I said, all but we, especially as women, will see come up really, you can say maybe even excessively. It may become overwhelming even, especially at the beginning of this transit of Jupiter in Cancer and toward the end of this transit, as the beginning degrees of any planet in any sign and the end degrees are this sort of peaking energy, or peak moment of that particular energy and the theme, the what it symbolizes. So I want to particularly dive into with this message that I channeled. I wrote quite a bit of it down here in my notebook some days ago. And there is a particular part that is coming up really strongly right now as I get into describing this transit to you all. So that is, again, I think the essence of the sign of Cancer and the fourth house energy that it is ruling, it being our lineage, our female ancestry on our mother's side, and how have we been, you can ask yourself, how have you been, how have I been honoring my female lineage, my female ancestry. And this term honoring, I don't necessarily mean, when I say it in this context, I don't necessarily mean it as obeying or necessarily doing the right thing. Or showing up as this perfect woman, this perfect, whatever that means, energy as the feminine. When I say how have you been honoring your female ancestry, your female lineage, I am referring to what is your awareness of this, of your female ancestry, your female lineage? What did these women, these roots of yours, what are the traditions that really were uplifting to these women, and that can be uplifting and supportive of you as a woman, living your life as a woman, as this feminine female being. I believe that also to honor your female lineage is to embrace all parts of yourself, all parts of your human experience, all of your emotions, and you can say the roller coaster of them, or the cycle of emotions that you experience as a woman, and to, put aside any shame or judgment of your experiences as a woman thus far in your life. I believe that to honor your female lineage, that you utilize all of the experiences that you have had, all of the mistakes you have made, all of the wounds that you obtained, acquired up until this very point, and even into the future going forward, utilizing these experiences and recognizing or even asking your female lineage, your ancestors, to support you in identifying, recognizing the wisdom that is available to you through these experiences that you have had and that you will have. And that they be a guide for you going forward in your journey, in your life, that allow you to really be guided, directed by your heart in how you attend to yourself, mother yourself, and how you attend to others around you. Whether it's other adults or animals or nature or your children. Yeah. I believe also that this transit in particular will grant the opportunity, and it's all about perspective, perception, but you have, I believe, the ability, the chance to see it as an opportunity. When this transit brings, you may notice a slowdown. It may seem that some things begin to move in slow motion. Maybe you experience a decrease in your work hours, or these things that are in your life that are typically moving at this routine, constant pace, especially the things that have required of you to really make decisions fast, or move your body, or use your physical body and move at a pace that is not necessarily set by you, but by something outside of yourself. And if that is you that has set that pace for yourself, you may still notice this decrease in speed and in pace, because there is such an opportunity to move, in your body, and even in how you make your decisions, no matter the environment or the subject. There's an opportunity to make these decisions from your heart. There is an opportunity overall to be led by one's heart and not so much the head, especially, like I said, for women. There may be more time that you spend at home or in some sort of a sacred space where you can easily drop into your heart space, where you can rest. Doesn't necessarily mean sleep. Maybe it is that, but rest your mind, your thoughts slow down. And you, as you slow down in physical movement and in mental activity, you may notice over this year and thereafter how much more capacity, or how your capacity has evolved to really hear and discern between your mind and your intuition. You may find that you even start to receive via your intuition, via your clairaudience or clairvoyance or clairsentience. Really, it may seem really loud. This awareness that you have of nature and of your ancestors communicating with you through signs, that you can see, or things that you can hear, like I said, or feel, clairsentience, through the senses, or the sense of feeling. And I'm just as I am hearing now, my clairaudience is very activated now, as after I said that, I'm hearing now that this can be especially strengthened, your intuition and your skills, or your ability to hear, to use your clairaudience, to use your clairvoyance and clairsentience. It can be, throughout this transit of Jupiter in Cancer, strengthened when you are near the water, when you're near the sea, especially the sea, the ocean. But any body of water can really support you in utilizing and strengthening these abilities. and to utilize them in particular to support yourself in the direction that you want to go in for your life and in any area of your life. And I'm hearing especially for your creative expression as a woman. So, yes, so over this 1 year transit of Jupiter in Cancer, there will be an increase in creativity. I'm seeing especially for those of you that are artists, and I'm hearing it's, if you refer to yourself as an artist, then you are an artist. There is no box that you, or check marks that you have to make that say, yeah, I do that, so I'm an artist. No, I'm hearing if you refer to yourself as an artist, you can expect this increase in creativity. Okay, and now I'm getting, don't do it for the content. Do it for your heart. Do it for the feeling of expressing this creativity. And it doesn't mean, I'm getting to, that you won't or shouldn't share it, say on social media or publicly, whatever it is that you create over this period of time. But let it be something that as you create it, it is for you. I'm here. It is for you, woman. And when you share it, whatever words or emojis I'm hearing, let them come authentically. Let them be written in the spur of the moment and not planned. And this authentic expression of yours, I'm hearing, will be your wealth, will be your source of wealth, of prosperity, of, I'm hearing, love in abundance. Now I'm coming back to this reconnecting with your mother or mother figures and your maternal grandmothers, your female lineage, to learn about the essence, you in your being, your spirit in the purest of its form, the essence of who you really are, and how to embody this essence in your waking life, in your daily life. And there's a direct connection here, reference here I'm getting to this, what I was describing before, this creative increase of creativity, of authentic creative expression from the heart space. And I'm seeing and getting something, a vision of women moving their hips, dancing. So this could be something that is really, was a part of your female lineage, and or something to tap into during this transit. But don't wait until then. Do it when you feel called, to move your hips. I've heard very often, especially in my midwifery studies, that we as women, we store a lot of tension in our hips, and that it's so important that the hips are fluid, that our pelvic floor, our pelvic bones, its makeup it's open, it's fluid as much as possible. Not just for the journey of pregnancy and childbirth, but just for also for, especially for our capacity to be this vessel, this channel for this authentic creative expression, and receiving from that is connected to our hips, our pelvises. Somehow, that's what's coming through. I'm hearing it's connected to the voice as well, our throats, which I have also learned about through birth work. Our throats and our uteruses and ovaries, okay, and our pelvic floors are directly connected. So the more that we open our jaws, our mouths, and we expand and express ourselves using our voice that is true and pure and authentic to us, the more that we have this open vessel channel for creative expression from the essence of who we are, and therefore access and receptivity to our wealth, our prosperity, and love in abundance. So I'm getting that this is it. It's funny, I'm hearing fertig, which is in German. German. So I will end this there. And thank you so much for tuning in to this channeled message, these insights. I'm so honored to receive them and share them with you. And if you are called to dive in to your own unique natal chart and how this transit is impacting you, or could be granting you particular opportunities for a particular area in your life based on where it falls in your chart, you can reach out by the email in my bio here, and I look forward to sharing the next videos with you soon. Thank you.